Our biggest sale of the year is happening right now during the Season of Inspiration at Team Mazda. Now's your chance to get 0% financing for 60 months on a new Mazda CX-5 and make no payments for 90 days. Get savings on top of savings right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Happy Thursday. Oh my gosh, it's Friday Eve. We are almost there.
Yep, almost there. Almost there. Wake up, get out to it. Actually, it's a look, I'm a fan of the cool weather. To have seasons is kind of a nice thing, right? The last number of mornings, though, probably a little bit too cold for southern blood. Today, a bit milder. Going to be a good mid-December day. Sun's coming up.
Yeah, it is.
Enjoy the Thursday, huh?
Look at that. 50 degrees to start here in Baton Rouge. So quite a change from Monday through Wednesday of this week. And we're in for some change this weekend, too. Hey, Steve, good morning to you.
Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Matt. Yeah, certainly seeing some change with the lows this morning. The last couple of days when I've shown you this, we've been in the 30s and even some spots at or below freezing. But look at lows this morning. Most of us upper 40s to low 50s. That was it for the lows, and that's mostly where we are right now. Baton Rouge 49 degrees, Gonzales to Patterson checking in at 51. So still cool outside, but not as cold. It's been a really pretty sunrise shot here from my Sky9 camera in Port Allen. Those high clouds giving a nice texture and color to the sky this morning. All right, while it's been a milder start this morning, daytime temperatures are going to be very similar to what we've seen the last couple of days. Low 60s at noon, mid to upper 60s for highs today. Plenty of high clouds sticking around, but it'll be dry. Also going to be breezy today. Winds out of the east and east-northeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. You see these clouds continuing to stream across. They originate in the Pacific, coming across Mexico and up our way. Now, there's some rain in the western Gulf of Mexico, back into Texas, but that should stay out to our west over the next couple of days. What we're tracking is a storm system that hasn't really moved much since yesterday, spinning near the Four Corners, but that's going to start to kick out to the east. As it does so, that's going to be our next rainmaker getting into the weekend. So let's pick it up Friday evening. Now, the good news is if you have Friday evening, Friday night plans, should still be dry. So that's 6:30 Friday evening, rains out to our west. But overnight and by daybreak Saturday morning, could already start to see some of that rain moving in. European has it wet here at lunchtime on Saturday. Also note there's a heck of an area of low pressure cranking up here in the Gulf of Mexico, and still some rain around through at least late afternoon according to the European before it starts to wind down. Meanwhile, that low strengthening here in the eastern Gulf headed up towards Florida. In our part of the world, the rains end Saturday night, maybe the pre-dawn hours of Sunday, but by the time you wake up Sunday, the rainfall should be gone. Heaviest rains forecast to be out over the Gulf, across the Florida Peninsula, and up the East Coast. In our part of the world, Weather Prediction Center hasn't really changed much, still showing an inch or less on average. As we look at individual model runs, there's still quite the range on potential rainfall, so keep an eye on that. But I kind of like what the Weather Prediction Center has right now. A ½ inch to an inch on average for many of us. Could be locally higher in spots. So today and tomorrow, dry. Now today, right on through the weekend, all 4 days are going to be breezy, if not even a little bit windy at times. If you have outdoor plans Sunday, we should be dry by then. Outdoor plans Saturday could be in jeopardy. Sunday should be fine. And then next week, looks like some pretty nice weather. Chilly mornings will be back. A lot of days in the 30s, but afternoons not bad. Low to mid 60s and mainly dry. 7:06 with a check on your Thursday morning commute. Here's Johnny.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everybody. Looking pretty good on the interstate. We're starting to see a little slower traffic in certain areas. Starts out with the I-10, I-12 merge. This is the exit that takes you over from I-12. That's also looking good. All the way into the downtown area, a little slow between College and the City Park Lakes area. We did see that reflected in our drive times earlier. So the slowest traffic coming out of Denham Springs kind of starts around Jubin. You'll see some brake tapping right on through. In fact, let me paint some other streets in here so we can kind of see what's going on. There's Range. Here's the Amite River Bridge. Bridge. Also seeing some traffic on Old Hammond Highway. Traffic at the light right there at Florida Boulevard and the Central Thruway. Not unusual for this time of morning. All in all, the accident board for the most part clear. 7:07, we do it every single morning. We give you a little recap of some of the more important stories that we were following on 9 News this morning and that we will be following through the course of the day. And for that, we give you those in a little headline format from Studio B with Matt Williams and Liz Coe. Guys?
Johnny, thanks. And this is something we've been following for a couple of days now. On Wednesday, the U.S. House of Representatives voting to officially impeach begin the process of impeaching President Joe Biden.
Articles of impeachment, that inquiry now made formal, right? That had been talked about for a while, and so the vote had to happen. Make it an official inquiry into all this. Again, to your point, became official yesterday. Strict party lines, right? Every Republican voting for, every Democrat voting against. So what this allowed now. To put this into perspective, no evidence fully presented yet that would go towards the level of impeachment, but Republicans say it's because we haven't been able to actually get the people in the room that we need to ask the questions. That's what this allows them to do, formally get those folks in the room, perhaps, and to ask those questions. Democrats say it's a political stunt. We'll see where this goes, but regardless of what the House is able to do, they're saying most likely not going to get through the Senate. Democrats control that. We'll see about the next step.
Of course, this stems from his son's business dealings overseas. They want to see if the Biden family benefited from that or if President Biden knew anything about those business dealings. So we'll keep an eye on that today. We'll let you know what comes out of the nation's capital.
Back in South Louisiana. This got a lot of traction. Actually, the I-team looking into this. This is a deputy, East Feliciana deputy, out on bond now. And it's what he's being looked at for that's creating a lot of conversation.
The WAFB I-team tracking the charges, first-degree rape and voyeurism, video voyeurism charges. So that's why the judge set his bond at $175,000. But the latest update that we got, well, he's out on bond now. So how does this case develop? Well, the I-team's tracking those developments. We'll let you know how this follows.
You know how to find that story, right?
Yes.
The easy find on the website and the 9 News app. Easy find, perhaps. They're hopeful. That's the whole idea of putting this in front of your eyes. Police trying to ID this man. He's accused of robbery. Stole some stuff along the store at Jefferson Highway?
Yeah, Walgreens on Jefferson Highway. If he looks familiar to you, they sure would like to speak with him. We have a number of other Crime Stoppers alert to get to also. Do these two men look familiar to you? Gonzales police looking for a couple of men who stole, allegedly, about $2,000 worth of sunglasses from the Sunglass Hut at the Tanger Outlet Mall. $2,000 worth of items from the Sunglass Hut.
Depending on what they stole from there, that's a lot of glasses or it's like 4.
Correct.
But regardless, if you know who they are, make the phone call. It's the Gonzales, again, down there at the Tanger. Now this is, this was a little interesting.
Yes.
This actually happened in Lafayette, right? That's where this began, these two women. But they believe, police do, that these two women frequent the Baton Rouge area. Hence why we're talking about it here.
You can see the store behind them. It's the Ulta cosmetic store, right? So if you happen to notice them, right? Maybe in the Baton Rouge area, maybe you work or frequent Ulta stores here. And we've got a couple of them. Well, police are asking you to keep an eye out for that here too.
Okay, so all that's going on. You know, if you have the opportunity and put your eyes on it, do that. Making sure that your eyes are kept on the west side here. What you're seeing here, this is obviously the Intercoastal Bridge, right? We've been talking about the progress there and getting back to work after some delays. It's not the only thing, though, going on the west side. There's actually a lot of conversations happening.
In fact, a parish council meeting today. Well, you'll hear from Jason Minola talking about his plans for what he anticipates, including the big budget for West Baton Rouge Parish. How's that going to play out in 2024? Expecting a number of different updates from that meeting. Kelly Hubbard kind of details their agenda. This is in her story. Just find it there on WAFB.com.
Easy read. Hey. Now, okay, this is brand new to the area. All the grocery stores, pretty popular, like Midwest kind of?
Yeah, Midwest and Northeast. So this is a discount grocery store chain. A lot of folks in the Midwest like it because you can go in, nothing's brand named, but they have everything you need, from produce to meat to dairy, all the things that you could ever need. The one catch is that when you go there, you have to bring a quarter because all of the grocery carts are attached by a quarter. That's how they keep them aligned.
Really?
So if you do not have a quarter, you can't carry a grocery store around the store.
Everybody, nobody has actual money these days. It's all on a card, but find a quarter.
You better hope you have one in your car.
I got a roll of quarters.
Yeah.
I got some quarters.
You better keep them handy.
I'll just take the kids Tooth Fairy money.
That's it. Still from their piggy bank. That's the way to do it, parents. Good tip, Matt Williams.
That's right. I'm here for the good information. Steal from the kids to get your grocery card. Yeah. Aldi opening up. How about it? Oh, opening. This is how you know it's this time of year in South Louisiana. Nutcracker Tale from the Bayou.
And I tell you, this is the last year for the original owners and creators of this very adaptation of the show.
Yeah.
Well, this is their last year here. We're retiring from the Baton Rouge Ballet Theater here. So if you want to catch a great show this weekend, of course with special Louisiana ties, tickets running out for the matinee shows on both Saturday and Sunday. So 6 p.m. Saturday, Sunday, you may want to get family tickets if family's in town for it. Callie's got the details and the links for you, the official link, so you don't get scammed.
Don't buy some,
scalper tickets for the Nutcracker. Every year they get calls about this.
See, there you go.
Crazy.
Go through those right channels. Going through the right channels. We bring to you all the time during this time of year opportunities to give if you have the means. And look, we encourage you to do what you can, where you can, how you can, with what you have, right? A number of places still looking for a little bit of help, including Catholic Charities.
Do you have any gift cards maybe that you just didn't use this year? Or anything that you just didn't spend because, you know, you just didn't want to?
Sure.
Well, Catholic Charities sure could use your gift cards. They're looking for any of those donations. Any way you can help them out as they continue to help the families that they serve in our viewing area.
So that's one, right?
Yeah.
That's, again, one of the many. This is another one of the many. East Baton Rouge, the school district, their Adopt an Elf program. They got about 250 so kids on the list, and a lot of them come from transitional homes. Another word for that is homeless. So they're looking for some help.
If you could adopt an elf in the EBR school system, well, they sure would like you to do that. And they have a number of items that they think that the child could benefit from. We have the link in this story for you to find out how you can help adopt an elf this season. How about it?
I just downloaded this.
Yeah. What do you think? Initial impression?
Initial impression is really simple to navigate.
Okay.
Right? And so I'm hoping it stays that way. I got to dig into it a little bit. The new MyBR app.
Yeah. Our reporter Gabby Mercurio walking us through the app. She spoke with Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome to get the ins and outs. So you can see 6 different icons as soon as you open it. But did you know you can even help this be a resource? If you have an emergency at your house, BRPD, BRFD can know who's in your home, how many people are there. If you have a pet, where they can find them too. All great resources to have in the palm of our hands, folks. Johnny, Steve, we love our apps, including our news app and our weather app. It is a, Sydney is here.
Oh, I thought that was
Sydney
for me.
has our apps too.
I thought it was for me. It's for Sydney Gilbert.
No, it's
our
definitely for Sydney.
meteorologist in training is back in town for the summer break, or the winter break. Summer break.
I love it.
Sydney, you look great. I love your nails. Welcome back. You're going to be here all for like a month with us, month and a half.
Okay, so
let's
put the pressure on everybody. Let's put the pressure on everybody. When are you going to come and work with us?
Yeah.
When are you going to come on?
Y'all heard it here. Bring her on. Come on.
Come on.
We're working on.
Celebrate this holiday season with the gift of a new Honda during Happy Honda Days at Team Honda. And now you can make no payments for 90 days on our biggest selection of Hondas this year, making this the happiest time of the year. Come save now at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.